Hello, friends. It's so good to see you all again today. I hope you had a wonderful Monday afternoon and evening and that your Tuesday is off to a good start. Let's see. Looks like everyone's here. Oh, but I feel like someone's missing. Who could it be? Any ideas, anyone? Who's not here? Of course, you're right. Where's my friend Johnny? How could I forget about him? We need Johnny to join us. So, on the count of three, let's call for him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Johnny? Johnny!
Hey!
Hey, there he is.
Hey, Big White. Hey, everybody. Did I hear you calling my name?
Sure did, Johnny.
Oh, let me take this off. Oh.
Wow, you've been busy.
Yeah, I would say so. But, Big White, even faster way to get me to come out would be my famous song. You remember it?
How could I forget?
My name is Johnny Johnson. I come from Wisconsin. I work in a lumber mill there. When I walk down the street, all the people that I meet say, What's your name? And I say, my name is Johnny Johnson. I come from Wisconsin. I work in a lumber mill there. When I walk down the street, all the people that I meet say,
Okay, Johnny, we got it now. In fact, I don't think I could get the song out of my head if I tried.
Oh, but why would you try? It's the best song ever. And I have to say, I love you guys, all of you.
Well, seems like you're in a good mood today. What's up?
Well, I am in a good mood. Furry friend, I am in the best mood ever. I am in a wonderful mood, and here's why. I feel good, so good, because I was here yesterday at VBS. And what I learned here was powerful.
And what exactly did you learn that makes you feel so fantastic?
I learned a couple things, Big White. First, I learned that Jesus says that there's only two big rules that we really need to remember. Jesus says we need to love God and we need to love our neighbor. And I know, you know what else I learned?
What?
I also learned that Jesus wants us to love and care for everyone, right, as our neighbor.
Everyone?
And that's no matter where they're from or what they look like or what they believe, because all people everywhere are equally important to God.
Well, you're right, Johnny. That's all true, and it's definitely a reason to feel good.
Not just good. I feel excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah. So great, in fact, that I've decided to celebrate by throwing a party.
Ooh, I love parties.
Yeah, me too. At least I thought I did. But it turns out I have a bit of a problem. I just can't figure out who to invite.
Really? Huh, that doesn't sound that hard.
But it is. Just look at my list of friends, of possible guests, right? When I go through it, there's just so many folks that I've come up with, right? My cousins and families who live on the street next to me in Wisconsin. And then I have my friends at the lumber yard, of course. And then my best pals from school and everyone out there in the Zoom world.
Ooh, well, that's kind of a pretty big list you've got there. But I think you're missing someone very important. Think about it for a minute.
You're right. How could I forget? Someone so important. Just let me pencil it in, Dr. Oh, yeah. Dr. Parker, my dentist. That's who I forgot. Yeah, my dentist.
But that's not quite who I was thinking of.
Oh, yes. Also Mr. Garcia, my mailman. Yeah, he can't forget about him. Love that guy.
No, still not who I was thinking of. Focus, Johnny, focus. Who could you be forgetting who's right in front of your face?
Oh, gee whiz. I've got it. You, Big White. Oh, well, of course, you're invited. That was just a given. I didn't think I needed to say it out loud.
Whew, you had me scared for a minute.
I'd never leave you out, old furry friend.
Well, thank goodness.
Hey. Oh, no. Big White, I just had a horrible thought. Oh no.
Oh, what could it be?
I've put all this time and effort into planning my party, but what if no one comes? I mean, pretty much everyone I know is on that list, and if none of them come to my party, what happens? There'll be no one else I could possibly invite, and I don't know any other people. My party would be a disaster, Big White.
No, Johnny, take a deep breath or two. Try to relax. Everything will work out just fine.
What do you mean?
I mean that even if no one on your list can make the party, you will never run out of people to invite.
You lost me again there, bud. What do you mean?
Well,
please explain.
Yeah, you're interested in being a good neighbor, right?
Of course.
And you want to follow Jesus' commandments to love God and love your neighbor, correct?
Absolutely, that's it, yes?
Well, according to what Jesus tells us, one way to be a good neighbor is by inviting everyone and welcoming everyone, including people who may not be on your original guest list.
Jesus said that?
Sure did. In fact, he told a parable that involved a very similar situation.
A parable, like yesterday. It's like a story that teaches us something.
Yep, want to hear it?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. All right, take it away, Pastor Brad and Pastor Caroline.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Vacation Bible School Day 2, where we're talking about how everyone is invited to God's party. Woo! And Pastor Brad has acted wisely because any time as I read today's story, you hear the word party or banquet, make some noise and celebrate. Are you ready? The story is called The Wedding Banquet. Everyone is invited to be part of God's party. Jesus told this story. The king's son was getting married, so the king planned a big wedding banquet. When everything was ready, he sent his servants to tell his friends to come have fun. But the people who were invited didn't want to come to the party. After all, they said they were too busy. They all make excuses. The king became very angry, so he sent the servants to invite everyone they could find to come to the party. Soon the party was crowded with laughing and dancing people. Jesus explained that being part of God's family is like the wedding banquet. Everyone's invited to come to the party. Cue up the music, Pastor Brad. Bye, boys and girls. Remember, everybody's invited to God's party.
Yet another interesting story told to us.
Yep, and what do you think this story tells us?
Well, Big White, I think Jesus' story about the wedding party is actually telling us two things.
You don't say. And what would those two things be, do you think?
First, I think Jesus is telling us that God invites everyone to be a part of his party, right? But here, the party is life as part of God's family. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just like the king in Jesus' story, God never stops inviting people to believe in him, especially people who are poor or people who are ignored or forgotten by others.
That's right, Johnny. And what's the second thing the story tells us?
Oh, yeah. The second thing was Jesus' story told us about is kind of the same thing in our own lives, right? God loves and welcomes everyone. Right? Every one of you. Mm-hmm. And we should do our best to do the same. In other words, we should be good neighbors by inviting the people around us to join God's party. right? To all of the people, right? Especially people that are having a hard time because they probably need it most.
You're right. God wants us to invite everyone, especially people who are sad, lonely, or struggling, to join us as part of God's family.
Yeah, and not everyone we invite maybe will accept the invitation, of course, but that's just something that we have to, we shouldn't stop asking, right?
Right, right, yeah. We just need to keep asking, inviting new and different folks to join us at God's party. So, if we do that, we're never going to run out of people to invite. Just like you'll never run out of people to invite to your party, Johnny.
The more folks we invite, the more people that will show up. And all these people will come to know God and know and love each other too.
So in the end, we'll be happier, and the other people will be happier. God will be pleased because more and more people will come to know him. And the world will be a better place.
Yeah. So many good things. And it all starts with being a good neighbor, right? And inviting folks to join us. I'm not so worried about my own party anymore. No matter what happens, I have plenty of people to invite. And we'll all end up having a great time. But there is one thing that makes a party a success.
What?
Snacks!
Snacks, you say?
Yep.
Oh, snacks are my specialty. In fact, I'm on my way to the grocery store right now. I'd be happy to pick up a few things for the party.
Really?
But I've got to run.
You do that for me, Big
Sure.
White? Oh,
Sure.
man,
Snacks,
you're the
of course.
best, Big White. You get going, and I've got to run too. But what would be nice to hear is another song from Miss Andy and Mr. Chuck.
All right, sounds good. Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye, Johnny.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Big White.